Good evening. This is your worldwide weather update for Thursday, June 4th, 2026. Here are your top three weather headlines. We are still watching the tropics in the Pacific, specifically in the Eastern Pacific. What was formerly Typhoon Jangmi is now moving away from Japan as an area of low pressure and not really something that we need to worry about too much. The Eastern Pacific, though, is getting active. We're watching a few areas of development, and we do have our first tropical storm of the season for the Eastern Pacific as well. And how is all this tropical activity going to impact Mexico? Then we're also going to take a look at the Asian monsoon that continues. We've got warnings for rain and thunderstorms across South Asia. And then we also have wildfire potential in Kazakhstan and a look at Europe. And is Alberta going to be done with the rain? And then we got some more rain for the southern Balkans for the next few days. So, with that being said, here's some latest on what was formerly Typhoon Jangmi. Now it's just an area of low pressure. This is probably going to be the last advisory issued by the JMA, the Japanese Meteorological Administration. You can see great, it's just an area of low pressure with a central pressure of 986 millibars. So, don't worry, need to worry about too much from the tropical threats from this system. Now, we have a new tropical storm in the Eastern Pacific, Tropical Storm Amanda. Here is what she looks like on the satellite picture. Not that impressive. There's a weak area of circulation right around here. A lot of the convection that was on the western side of the storm, so it's not that strong, and it's not expected to really be that strong. Here is the forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. If it'll pull up. Well, there's Amanda there. Actually, let's do it this way. Here we go. Here is your forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. You can see it's not expected to impact Hawaii, and it's not even going to strengthen into a hurricane. It's going to be a tropical storm. That's what all of these S's mean before curving down towards the southwest as a tropical depression. Stay out the open ocean. Nothing. Don't need to worry about this storm here. And then we got two areas of we're watching for development off the southern coast of Mexico and Central America. We have one disturbance here in the north that is expected, well, has 30% chance of development within the next 7 days. And then another area that has a 50% chance of development within the next 7 days as well. So not anytime soon, but within the next week or so is when we can expect some development here. And if we look at the models here, this is the GFS of the American model. Nothing by Saturday or Sunday. Sunday, the GFS model is trying to spin up something across near Central America. And it only has one system forming right now, but you can see that it is trying to hint at some development here. Now the exact location, once you get past 7 days, it's still way up in the air. But you can see that we got quite a bit of rain across Mexico and Central America. Now I wasn't able to pull up the Weather Service website for Mexico. Looks like the website might be down right now, but areas basically the southern half of Mexico is going to see quite a bit of rain over the next few days thanks to this these tropical waves and these potential future tropical cyclones. Now moving on to the southeast, starting with things off in India, we still have quite a bit of warnings here for thunderstorms. Yellow and orange warnings for thunderstorms. Those are on level 1 and 2s out of 3s respectively for Thursday and for Friday. We also continue with yellow and orange warnings for thunderstorms. If we go over here to the models here, I know India's on the far side and left side of the screen, but I want to take a quick look at South Asia. Let's go back to now. You can see next few days, rain, 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 rain. It's going to be wet and rainy these next few days, and that's thanks to the Asian monsoon, which is normal for this time of year, and that's pretty much going to be the case throughout the next few days and probably the next few weeks as well. Then moving things back on over here to North America, let's take a quick look at Alberta, because I got a lot of requests over my past few live streams about when's the rain in Alberta going to end. Well, it looks like we're going to be mostly dry for the rest of today and tomorrow, Thursday. But then we could see some more rain for Friday, maybe over the weekend. It's not going to be as much, though, like we saw last weekend. And actually looks like we're going to be mostly dry for this weekend as well. And next week, maybe a few rain showers. But, so just on and off rain showers, kind of just typical summertime activity, but shouldn't be as intense or as long as we saw this past weekend. And then just want to give you a quick rundown of why the weather pattern, it's been the way it is. It's just kind of been in a stuck weather pattern. This is what our upper air pattern looked like back on Monday. And this is what we call an omega block. If I were to draw it like that, that looks like the Greek letter omega. When the upper air pattern looks like that, we usually get pretty stuck in the weather pattern. It's called a blocked pattern. The weather, it takes a long time for it to move, which is why the weather has been quite stagnant over the past few weeks. And as we move forward into time and with the model forecast, This is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, look at this. Is this another Omega block trying to form here? So yeah, the weather patterns have been very stuck these past few days, and we could be watching for more thunderstorm and unsettled weather across the northwestern part of the United States, the Central Plains, and yes, parts of Western Canada as well. And then just a quick look at Europe. We have a few rainfall and thunderstorm warnings across the southern Balkans, and a few wind warnings there for Germany. I'll take you a quick rundown of those. But first, here is your meteorological warnings for Kazakhstan. You can see we have red warnings there for wildfire potential. That is a level 3 out of 3 there on the scale, and a few warnings for thunderstorms and rain as well. Then moving on to southern Europe. This is the weather warnings for Bulgaria for Thursday, and we have quite a few orange warnings there for rain. That is a level 2 out of 3 there on their warning scale, surrounded by a larger yellow warning there for heavy rainfall. Moving on to Greece, we have a yellow warning there for most of Greece, except for the southern island. For thunderstorms, it is a yellow warning, level 1 out of 3 there on the scale. For Romania, we also have yellow warnings there for rain and thunderstorms there in the southern part of Romania for your Thursday. That is a level 1 out of 3 there on this scale as well. And then moving on to Germany, we just have quite a few wind warnings there for tomorrow. So we could see a few gusty winds, mainly in the morning and in the afternoon hours as well. Some gusty winds, maybe up close, some possible wind gusts up to 85 kilometers per hour, anywhere shaded in the orange. Otherwise, in the yellow, though, we could see wind gusts up to 60 kilometers per hour during the day. That is all that I have today. Feel free to email or DM me on social media with any questions, and I'll see you back tomorrow if things are quiet or in a live stream. Until then, have a good rest of your day.